Hey guys, welcome back to our Motorsport Manager Road to Glory series. Just finished our round one. If you watched our last video from the Black Sea Grand Prix, didn't go according to plan. Had an absolute shocker. Irons crashed out, I think, on lap 8. Not sure it was contact with another car or just self-inflicted. Will had a few issues with his car, having to fix a few things a couple of times, and he dropped all the way back to 19th, but I didn't expect him to come any higher than 20th anyway, so he's done well. One spot higher than I thought. So we'll flick on, have a look at our mail. Just got some more media stuff we don't care about. More media, car condition update. Wow, her park condition dropped 82%, and his is 39%, so she absolutely smashed her car. So sponsors, we've got another offer here. 9th or above, upfront payment $750. So we'll accept that, just because we need the money. We're not going to use it. Head back to home. Now our next race, we need acceleration, low speed and medium corners. Low speed corners and medium corners are all crucial, so gearbox or suspension. Now if you have a look at our car and our parts absolutely destroyed, as we can see there, but performance wise, our suspension's good, our gearbox isn't very good, and our motor is absolutely shocking. So I'm thinking, I know it's going to cost us $1.5 million or more. We should design a new motor. Now, reliability plus 15%, which is good. Performance will be 10 to 22. Red zone minus 10%, which doesn't really matter with her. Or you've got top speed plus 25 to max, so it'll be 62 is our possible top for our engine. Top speed plus 15, so our base rate will be 25 and our risk level is plus 1, so it's going to be a rule breaking part. It's going to cost us 1.55 mil, 14 days, be 11 days before the race, so we'll build that because we need it. As soon as that's built, we'll have to come back and improve our parts conditioning on that to try and make sure that actually, we won't need to really, which we will a little bit, but because of her we have a look with this level 1 engine expert, so higher engine modes no longer impact conditioning on the engine, so she won't blow it up quick, hopefully not at all. So we'll head back to mail. Car repairs are both finished. Head through and look at our parts. So he's trying to improve the gearbox here, which is what we need for this round. We've also got a motor on the way. He's improving the brakes for that car and the gearbox here, so she can keep doing that. But how about if we take that off? We want the gearbox will be fully done 3 hours before the race, but it won't be fully repaired to 27 days after, and that's fine because we've got 61% and she shouldn't destroy it too bad, fingers crossed. So she might have a shot at getting a decent result this round 2. The designing's finished there. Finished scouting on a driver, which is good. We can have a look at that as well. So here we are. Our car's not ready just yet, so it's going to have to skip through the next day. Stop because we finished our round 2 of the World Motorsport Championship. So Nilo Serenen, some Scuderia Rossini won after Holtz won, not Holtz, Wexler won the first round. He didn't do very well in the second round. Harry Chapman second, Nina Holtz in third. I think she's got a 2-3 for her first 2 races. We'll skip through to the next day. Our mail is the engine's done. We will fit parts. Her engine, she can have the good engine, he can have the next better one. He's angry, but he'll get over it. So improve our parts. So we need to, it's only at 40%, so I still want to improve it a little bit. I know it's going to take a little while, but even if we get to 45% or even 50%, I'll be extremely happy. So what is, if we get that 70% on the gearbox, it will drop that off. That's fine. So he's still going to be done 3 hours before the race. We'll skip through. A scouting report, another scouting report. He's going to scout as well. So this is our race day. Check out our mail. So scouting report's finished. Upcoming report. 40% chance of rain. We didn't get any last race, so full speed. We need a good acceleration. Tyre compound, soft and medium. It's a fairly good track for tyre wear. Our car is pretty excellent on that, so we should be good with tyres, but we haven't been any of these races. So Nina wants a test track to improve her skills. We would like to get that done, but we can't. So scouting report's finished. Preview roundup, you won't worry about that. It's just media crap we don't want to look at. We'll head back and look at the car. Improve parts. So he's still improving the engine. It's gone to 60%, which is great. That's what we need. Now we want him to improve these brakes. So she's going to have... Actually, we want him to improve this engine first. Maybe get him to do both and do them both slowly. So she's going to have a good gearbox, good suspension, decent engine, and she's going to get these brakes improved as well. So obviously we can design a new brake package, 500,000, which we don't have a lot of money, but now we've scouted these guys. We'll get back down. I want to scout a couple of younger drivers. We want someone that's got... I might have a look off camera actually and scout a few guys. I don't want to waste too much time looking at that. Our sponsors, we've got no new offers. There's 2 here, but nothing worth taking, so we'll just leave it at that. We'll skip through to the next race. So we're going to 9th or above. Should we do it, or should we try and get 200? I'm thinking we'll just go for the 200,000. So we should get 988 after the race. Fit parts, so just double check and make sure everything's good. So she's got the better brakes, the better engine, the better gearbox, and also the better suspension. So he's not too far behind, but he's the parts we've got fitted are looking a bit naff, boss. I understand. I'm supposed to be an equal driver with Iron Santa Ana, but my car isn't as good. What's the deal? Well, we can't have good everything. So she's happy. Why are you giving me such a piece of rubbish to drive around in, boss? I'm a human being. I need my dignity. We understand. We're getting it. We're getting it sorted. It's a slow process. If you don't have a lot of money, if you want to start giving us some money out of your winnings, or if you win, when you win, we'll be able to upgrade your car a bit quicker. So this race, I'm sort of expecting Will to probably come last. That's if Irons actually finishes the race, and hopefully for Irons we can get inside that top 16. That's what we want. That's a must do, I think, for this race for her. So we'll probably do the same again. Just get my notepad ready for putting our numbers in. Now, is it raining? Sounds like it must be just be crowd noise. So they're both good to go. Car set up. What do we do? I think we should just maybe give it a bit more oversteer. Put her on. Just leave them on the medium tyres. Doesn't really matter too much. Car 2 set up. She wants more understeer, I think. I don't know if you need more speed or less speed from here, but there's a lot of long straights. I'm thinking you might need a lot more speed than what we have, but we'll just change her suspension, see how she likes it. Medium tyres. Get started. We'll take practice as we usually do and do the normal thing. Send them out. Keep taking notes. Put it at triple speed. So we'll get her straight out on mediums. Look at Katie. We'll send her out now. Bump them both up to push and high. Push and high. So you can zoom right out, zoom right in with the W and S key or your mouse wheel, and A and D turn the camera, or using the left mouse button. So we need to keep an eye on what these messages are that come up. I'm not sure if you pause the game, will the message stay or will it disappear? So she's happy, so the gears are a tick. Will that message stay or will it go? No, it stays, so good. I'll have to keep an eye on that because I don't want to miss anything. So her handling is perfect. Well, she's loving it, so it's not quite perfect, but better than her whinging about it. New fastest sector for her, 38.7. She did a 147. Jar's done a 140. So we're still a fair way behind, unfortunately. Getting speed on the straight. Do we have too much aero? So aero, she's saying, is too high. Because the speed is too low. The wing is too aggressive. So they want less wing for more speed and less handling, I think that's what they're saying. Soften the handling a bit. So suspension we want to soften. The gear ratios are just right. Okay, so perfect. Gears, give a double tick for that. So she's got one more lap to go, and then she'll have to do an in lap. So we probably won't even get her back out on track. We'll be lucky if we do. So I reckon we need at least a 20-minute practice session, or even 2 practice sessions will be perfect, just to try and get these cars optimised a bit better. So she's in 7/8, so she's not doing too bad. 42.7. So she's not dropping down to 19th where she was last race. So fingers crossed. This little new motor, although it is a bit risky, it will work wonders for her. So she's coming in. When she comes in, we'll send them straight back out again. She's dropped back to 18th spot now. So knowledge. So she's got race to and medium tyres. So I'll send her back out on some softs, I think. She probably won't even get a lap in, but oh, she's very poor with the front end. 66% is absolutely terrible. Okay, so she said gears are good. Aero is too high, so we need to lower that. So I'm going to lower it a fair bit. Might even just do it like that. So we'll drop it to. So we'll drop it to 13.5 and 23.5. Now, the top speed, I think. So handling is poor. She's not happy. So she wants a softer suspension. The suspension's already soft enough. So she wants more oversteer. So how about if we drop that a couple. So we'll do 2.4, 21 tyre PSI, speed. She said was good, but we'll try and get a little bit more. So we'll drop that back to 50. Suspension we'll put down, leave it 19%. Fingers crossed we get way more than 66% because that's absolutely shocking. Send her out on a set of softs. She won't get a lap in, but hopefully we get some feedback. So Katie's in. She won't get any feedback at all, I don't think, but I know she's happy with her gears and also her handling. So handling's good, but the downforce is very poor. So she wants more wing, I'm thinking. So 26 and 16. Then we'll have a look at handling's great. How about we just leave that at 2? Tyres at 21. We know it's going the wrong way a little bit, but we'll see. Her gears, she said, were great, but I'm not quite sure. I might bump that up to 63 and see if it's better or worse that way. We'll just send her back out, set her softs. I say we probably won't get any more feedback, but hoping we get something. I'll pretty much just do a lap and head back in. Won't even get like a hot lap in, so that's fine. We should get some sort of report. I'm hoping. So 18th and 19th, so she's 6 seconds off the lead, but she's not coming last. So very poor, poor and okay. Aero is better for her, which is good. Alright, now we need to get this sorted. So she's very happy with the aero. Head through, skip that. We don't need to read it. We don't want to read anybody else having a go at us because we know we're not doing very well. We should start first and second this time. At least that's a bonus. Now, for her, we'll do engine expert. Car condition, she shouldn't. Well, let's just do it. She shouldn't need it, but we'll see. For him, sorry, we'll just do them. That's all we've got. Car setup, we'll change the setup. So she's still not happy. Wow. Even worse. So that was 50%, and we changed it to. We softened her handling, so maybe she wants more understeer. So what do we do? What do we do? So I'm going to bump that up to 26, bump that up to 16. So 16, 16. Let's have a look at this. They both blur either way. So 16. 1626, and we want that further to the left by a fair way. Speed balance was good. So 16, 16, 2 and 44. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. That'll do. We'll send her out on... should we do mediums first? Yeah, we'll send her out on mediums. Why not? Full of fuel. Now, I'll have a look at his setup. Happy with the handling. Downforce has gone from very poor to poor. So, bump him up to 27 and 17. Handling has moved, so we need to try and get that there. So 17 and 27. And the speed needs to go to more acceleration. 17, 27. Speed we want, more acceleration. So bump that to there. That'll do. See how that works. Put him on mediums as well. Done. Obviously driver strategy, we want flat stick for her and for him. Now, fingers crossed, round 2 Munich Grand Prix from Germany is going to be a lot better than how bad we were round 1 from the Black Sea Grand Prix. Starting first and second, I'm hoping at least Irons will be the top 16. I'm thinking Will be 20th. But, see how we go. See if we can get a good start here. Off they go. Decent start for both, about the same, but not as good as third. Dembell's on the inside. It's going to go straight into the lead. So drop back pretty quick. The only thing we've got to watch with her is her engine, but that shouldn't reduce because of the little thing that we can select with her being able to run it flat out without hurting it. So we're still in third and fourth. Third and fifth now. No, Evans is back to fourth. So we could set Evans here to slow everybody behind us down, but we won't. We want to try and get both these guys to push through and both get a decent result, fingers crossed. First and second are definitely getting away. So Beauchamp still second last, Jar's up to 14th. Well, mate, you let him pass. He's back to 5th. probably back to 6th now. No, he's still in 5th. Hines isn't doing too bad. She's about 3 seconds behind the guy in front that last lap. Evans is still in P5, so he's still doing not doing too bad. Still doing pretty well. Evans is still in P5. Hines still in 3rd, still doing fairly well. 4th spot here with Chu is catching us. Evans has got Arbeloa right behind, plus Antonov. Here comes Dreyfus and El Sadat and Rogers. So he's, while we're not trying to slow him up, slow the guys up behind us, he's definitely doing a good job of that. But tyre wear, I'm going to bump hers to push. We don't want hers, she seems to, oh wow, he went through his big time that lap, he must have locked up somewhere. So we drop him back to high and push. Keep her running flat out. We want her to run flat out every race. We've still got Chu behind us. She hasn't let him pass yet, so she's doing fairly well. Beauchamp's locked up. Mello's locked up. Hines hasn't locked up yet, so she's doing well. I think that's when they lock up, they lose a lot of percentage of their tyres. So Evans has dropped back to 6th. We've got a lot of cars behind him. He's doing a good job to keep him behind. So he's back, still back into 6th. He's got 7th and 8th and 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, all right behind him. Hines is still in 3rd. She's still doing a ripper job up the front there. So tyres are still good. His tyres aren't too bad. Have a look. There's no water or anything predicted anytime soon. Track grip's only getting better. So 60%, 84%. Well done, Evans. Just keep going, mate. Get your confidence up. So he's got everybody right behind him. Like this guy. Got all the way back to 17th. Well, from 10th to 17th. 11th now to 17th. They're right behind him. Hines are still doing really well. She's keeping Chu away from her. Looks like she might actually be she catching Dembele pretty close lap times last lap. She's still pushing hard. The tyres are still really good, which is great. Will's tyres aren't too bad after his lock up early on. He's back down to 17th now, so now he's back to 18th. So as I thought, he'd be dropping back, but look at Hines. She's doing really, really, really well. Getting away from Chu. It's just the guys that we want to keep an eye on is Beauchamp and also Jar, but he looks like he's pitted. He has. So is Valdez, so they must have had issues. So where are they? Oh, they're way behind Evans, so we might get lucky with those guys. Bump him back to medium. Don't want to have to keep fixing all his gear every race. So Hines is still in 3rd. Arbeloa's got past Chu. 2nd and 1st are fighting. Dembele's taking the spot over Tang. He's pushing. Well, she's pushing really hard. Tang's also pushing with his engine, but not with his tyres. Hines is still doing well. Still no water predicted. We've got Arbeloa right behind us. I think he's going to get past probably before the end of this lap. But for her to be in 3rd, still lap 6, she's doing a great job. So I think that 6th spot, way back here, yep. So Rogers is way behind. We've got a bit of a gap. So we might get lucky and actually have a fairly decent result. So Arbeloa and Chu are fighting for the position, so that's good for us. Chu's back down the inside. Didn't make the pass stick. Evans is still down in 18th spot. Go on and keep pushing with the tyres, but they're still not quite as hot as we'd like them to be. She's still doing really well though. 42.8, a 42.2 behind, a 41 in front. Dembele did a 40.3, so he's getting away. go and have a look. Oh no, we won't have a look. It's a bit of a battle here. Well, I was trying to make a pass. No, you're fine. We are using a lot of fuel, but I want to run flat out and see how many laps she actually uses. Unfortunately, she's now dropped back to 5th. Evans is in 17th. I think Antonov's pitted. He has. So Irons is still doing fairly well. Tyre temps is a bit low. How about we attack for a little bit longer? She's still at 67%, so very happy with that. Engine's still 50. Everything else is still very good. Everything's still decent for him. His gearbox is a bit low, but can't complain. I want to keep a close eye on her tyres there. Will has overtaken Varnanen, who's actually got in the pit, so he didn't really overtake him, but here comes Irons. We've got Rogers and Machetta right behind. Also that not too far behind. Then we've got Beauchamp up into 9th. Got to keep a close eye on him. He's closing pretty quick. But it looks like we shouldn't have any issues with her fuel-wise to her tyres, so keep an eye on. No water predicted. Tyre grip's still getting better. Weather still 16 odd degrees. 11th is in, 14th is in. So Gerard and Johnstador. There you got El Sadat, Machetta and Beauchamp, and Rogers all fighting. She's gotten away from him. This lap was a lot quicker than the last one, so 11th has got another spot from someone in the pits. She's got 6 laps to go before she needs to pit. So we'll need to actually work out. So lap 9. So she should get, what, 15 laps out of a tank, I'm thinking. So then it should push her to 30 laps. And then there should be, what, 13 laps to go? I'm thinking. Well, there's a safety car out, which isn't good. It's not what we wanted. Sabato's crashed. So what do we do here? He hasn't gone past the pitch yet, so we'll bring him in for another set of mediums. Bump him right up. We'll fix his gearbox because we know he's going to destroy it. Now what do we do here? Because she's gone past the pits. Wrong button. We'll cancel. Where is she? But none of the leaders are pitted either yet. So I'm thinking it might be an idea. We can get 15 laps out of a tank. They do 16 to 18 laps, so these ones do 25 to 27. So should we just go mediums and mediums again? We've got 34 laps to go. We're only going to get 30 laps for fuel, I think, if we continue to push the whole way. So we might need to do a short stop at the end. So how about we run mediums again? Fill the ride up, and now if we have to pit again, which we will, but pit another time for fuel right at the end of the race, I'm thinking, we'll do fast again, I'm thinking we'll have to maybe take a set of softs. So he's in the pits. He's going to fix his gearbox, obviously, so we'll just put it at triple speed now with the safety car. Everything was good. Gearbox repair was great, so that's amazing. That's what we need. So she's coming in this lap, obviously. So she's in, so I want to change the strategy to low and neutral. Now come on, we need to get... No, mistake on refuel. Only cost us half a second, so it's not too bad, but we're into 4th. So we want to conserve fuel here. Maybe we want to push with the tyres. So look at the safety car. He's coming around, so he'll be coming in next lap. Righto, so the safety car should be in. We'll try and keep an eye on him. When he takes off, you want to change for her to push. So he should take off very soon. Not yet. There he goes. He's off. So we're going to go attack and overtake. But Will Evans, he's not even at the back of the pack, so we won't worry about him. But the next car ahead is around the other corner. So, well, actually, we'll do both for him because he's finally got the back of the pack. We'll have a look. She's in 4th. Evans is in 17th. So she's lost a bit of gap to 3rd. We wanted to push hard. We want to drop the tyres to push because we don't want them to get too high. She's already dropped the tyres to 94%. Fingers crossed she doesn't get a lock-up. Vexler Motorsport is allowed Van and then to pass Antonov. It's only round 2. What are we doing that for already? So this safety car could hurt us more than it could help us because of now everyone's bunched up again. So which means Irons is more likely to move back in the pack. So now they've allowed Antonov to get past Varnanen. So what are they doing? So we'll bump him down to push and high fuel. Here comes Beauchamp. One I said we had to watch. Charles still down in 18th. Has he got issues? No, he doesn't. So Will's down to 18th. Irons is still holding on to her 4th spot very well. Got a bit of a choo-choo train behind her. The tyres are good. The fuel's decent. Sabato's obviously, we know he's crashed. He's the one that brought out the safety car. 3rd spot is getting away from us. The guys behind us are still keeping up, so we might bump it up to speed 2, just so we don't get too relaxed. It doesn't get too boring. Definitely need to keep an eye on her. Kamal Khan's locked up. We just don't want Irons to lock up. If she locks up and destroys these tyres, it'll ruin our strategy. So we're going to go with mediums again and push her out as long as we can and then run home on the softs. She's got 12 laps in fuel left, so she should make it to probably lap, say, 26. Irons has dropped back to 5th. That's okay. We wanted to, I reckon if she gets a top 10, I'll be ecstatic. Evans has got another spot. There's a few guys in the pits. Antonov and Dreyfus. They were getting held up, so maybe that's why they've come in. Irons has got a clear gap now, so she's very happy. She's still pushing fairly hard. Condition of her parts are still all very good. Have a look at his. He's fairly good as well. Evans has dropped back to 17th. I'll be happy with an 18th place for him, which is looking like he can get it done. His tyres are getting a bit hot there. We'll just drop him back to medium. We need to try and get rid of this info bar that comes up there. So 6th place is catching her now. We've got Chu and Macheta right behind. Rogers isn't too far away, followed by Gerard and John Stator. She's doing really well. 5th spot. I can't believe she's still this far up. I know we're lucky that she can push hard and not destroy this motor. So I'd like to change mechanics, but with this mechanic we've got, he allows that to happen, so we don't really want to change that. Whilst he's probably not the best mechanic around, but with that little perk that he's got, that Irons can run flat out without hurting the car, that's perfect for us. I know it does chew a lot of fuel, but it works well. We've got Marchetta coming up hard behind her now. We've dropped back a little bit. Definitely seems better under brakes. I know we definitely need to upgrade our brakes. The speed down the front straight was 325, so let's have a look at Marchetta and see what he does next time around for speed. I'm thinking he'll definitely be quicker than us. It's good there, he's made a move and lost a spot, so Irons are still battling hard to keep ahead. Tyres are doing really, really well. So we could take another set of mediums and just come in for fuel last minute and not even take any tyres. It will save a lot of time. So 333, and we did 325 last time by, so a little bit quicker. 8 kilometres an hour faster he is, which doesn't seem like much, but it will be, that's for sure. We've still got Evans down in 17th up here in the map. We've got Dreyfus behind him. Catches him a fair bit, but it's got a decent gap of 13 seconds. So Irons is going to have to pit again soon. I'm thinking the end of lap 25 she'll be in, which means it'll be 18 laps to the finish. So we could make it with only pitting once more, but we can't run flat out. So what are we better off doing? Running flat out? Or are we better off backing the fuel back? I don't know, to be honest. Now she's dropped back to 6th. She's got Cavalcante as well, he's gone by. So's Gerard. There's John Sador as well, so she's dropping back into 8th. Let's bump her fuel back to high fuel use. 22 laps to go, so there'll be 18 laps left when we come into the pits. So can we make it home on that sort of fuel? I'm thinking we probably can if we don't run and flat out. It's just her pace. We need to make sure she keeps the pace up, because these guys may pit again and then for a third time. So if that happens, because these tyres are shot for Cavalcante, Varnon's tyres are shot, Evans' tyres, these aren't too bad. So how's she going? Her pace is definitely up, but we've got to remember last lap she was getting attacked fairly hard, so she's back into 7th, which I'm still pretty happy with. I'll be stoked with the top 10. She's definitely a good driver for our team. If only we can get a cornering up. Oh, tyre attempts. Oh, they dropped really quick. Okay, well then just start pushing. Oh, wrong button. Start pushing hard. She's back to 8th. She's got Jar right behind her. He's the other guy we need to watch. Jar. Where's Beauchamp? Back into 14th. So they're not doing as good as they were last race. So she's got 2 laps to go of fuel, which he's heading into the pits this lap. About 10th spot. Oh, Chu, he's not. Oop, she's just dropping back now, big time. 10th is into pit as well. She's dropped back to 12th. Not overly impressed, but it's not too bad. So we're going to bring her in this lap, because she won't make another one. Put her back on a set of mediums. Fuel remaining. 18 laps after the stop, and we can only put in 17. So there goes that idea. So we're going to run a flat stick, I think. Pit strategy, we'll go fast. We'll change this to just run flat out tyres. Go as hard as you can. We've got Evans. We'll run Evans as long as we can. She's got low fuel. We know that. She's in this lap. Try not to forget about Evans's fuel. He's got another 3 laps left in the tank, so she'll be heading in this time by. So is the car behind, so fingers crossed we can get out in front of him. Turn around and have a look. Oh, bad refilling again. Didn't lose much, so that's fine. That's well worth it. Now I want to put his tyres to push. I don't want to overheat them too quick. So she's back in the 13th spot. So we've gone from 4th to 13th with those from the safety car to now. Evans gone from 17th back to 19th, but that's fine. So we didn't expect him to get very high. It's just irons that we really want to focus on now. But Dreyfus, Marchetta and Rogers behind us. Dreyfus is on older tyres though. So if she can keep these tyres well, we can come in and just top up with fuel. Because everyone else is going to top up with fuel as well. They can't make it to the end. So we're going to bring Evans in now. Top him 16 laps of fuel. So we'll just give him 16.92. I think he will blow that up before we finish, to be honest. So we'll let him go. He's still pushing hard with his tyres, but they're still cold. So Irons has got Dreyfus right behind. And Marchetta, she needs to sort of pull away from them. So she's nursing the car in engine expert. So everything's pretty good for her. Evans will be in shortly. Okay, so it looks like 13th spot's in Dreyfus. He's into the pits, so he should make it from here. So Will's in. Let's keep an eye on him. Fuel's in. Tyres are on. Repairing the gearbox. Done. Good, good, good. Why can't we get that for on? She needs a great stop for the last one. No worries, Will. Stop breaking the friggin' thing, mate. So we're still battling hard here for Marchetta. Valdez is right behind. We've got 3.5 seconds on 16th spot. So we just want to at least be above 16th, I'm hoping. She's up into 11th. Yes, sorry, I forgot about that. The tyres are good. Her fuel, she's still running flat out, which is good. The tyres are 85%, so it looks like we'll just stop and take tyres. We won't worry about anything else. We could pit now. Let's have a quick look. So she's going to take... So 18 laps will usually only get 15. There'll be 13 laps remaining after the stop. She's only getting, I think, 15 laps per tank. How about we just leave it? We'll have a look. Once she gets to the start-finish line, I'll pause it and have a look at her fuel. So she's got 12.67 this lap. So we'll have a look next time by and we'll try and calculate it. So I can try and get the optimum amount of fuel she needs. She's doing well though. Tyres are looking great. She's holding her own in 11th spot. Varnon right behind. El Sadat is not far behind. Followed by Valdez. So 12.67 she had. Now she's got 11.35. So we're using 1.32 per lap. Okay, so that's a good number to know. 1.32 per lap. So we'll run her as long as we can. We'll just do a short stop for fuel and no tyres. So now Varnonen's right behind. Evans is still back in 19th, so he's not really going to go anywhere. I think where's 18th is oh, there you go. There goes his brakes. 18th is 48 seconds ahead of him, so he's not going to get any higher than 19th, unfortunately. But I can't complain about that. No, we can't. But we're going to come in for a short dash of fuel. You just worry about keeping those tyres good and keep those lap times up. So all the guys ahead are going to pit again, no doubt. But if they take tyres and we don't, we may gain that little bit of time we need to gain a couple of extra spots. Like Chu's ahead by 6 seconds. We've still got 8 laps of fuel left. The leader's way out in front, Arbaloa. 15 seconds ahead of Beauchamp. Jar is up into 5th, so they're still doing fairly well. Obviously they have the best car in the series, so we've seen that in episode 1 if you watched episode 1 at the start when we chose our team. Also we chose Predator Racing Group, the worst team in the series, but we're on our road to glory, hopefully. But she's faster that time by. The car behind was half a second faster. 13th spot. She's dropped back a little bit, so she's holding her own in 11th. The car ahead still getting away a little bit. Her pace is a bit slower this lap as well, unfortunately. Have a look at his gear. His gear's not too bad. It's only his brakes we're concerned about, but he should make it from here. Drop his tyres back to neutral because they are heating up a little bit. Hers are too, but they're not too bad. So now we're up into 10th because there's Marchetta's in the pits. Beauchamp's also just gone into the pits. Arbaloa hasn't, so he's gone into the lead. Now we've dropped back to 11th. Farnan's just got past. Here comes El Sadat. He's not far behind either. 5th and 6th are in the pit lane. Cavalcanti and John Stador. So guys are going to start pitting so they can make it home. Blue flag for Will Evans, so he's getting overtaken by the leader again. 7 laps to go for the leader. We've got 4 laps left in the tank. So we need to make sure we've got 1.3 when we cross that line. So Garuda have... Well, let's change the chop and change. Just let them race. We've got some team orders flying there. Here's Evans. We have to change his strategy to allow teammate through. He should get a blue flag anyway, but we want to make sure he lets us straight through. Everyone else has got new tyres on, so should we take a set of softs to run to the end? Thinking we're not going to come in this time, we're going to come in the lap after. Or should we come in this lap because Evans is going to slow us down a bit? We'll put him on, back up, bring her into pit. We'll put a set of softs on, we will. Might as well. Now we have 5 laps after the stop, so we're going to need 6.5 laps of fuel. So we're going to need 8, 9 laps. So 5 laps is 5, 3, 6, 9, 6.5. So we're going to add 7 laps. She should be able to run flat out. We want her to do a fast, risky stop. She's had 2 bad ones. So she's coming in 11th. She's going to drop back a fair way, but fingers crossed other guys are going to pit. Both good stops, 9.1. So now we wanted to just attack flat out. Back in the 17th spot. The leader's just gone past, unfortunately. So it might have taken 1 lap too much fuel, but that's fine. We didn't realise he was going to get us there. So now we want to keep an eye on this pit lane. Keep an eye on her tyres. We don't want her to overheat them. Really needed to push hard here and get some green sectors going. So car 16 is in the pit. Rogers is in, so that's 1 spot for us. Just gone past him, so she's up into 16th. That's where we need to be for our bonus. Yep, you can attack, mate. My bad. sort of lose focus on him because he's not doing very well, so we sort of just ignore him. The pace is up, green sector, so it's the best sector of the race. New PB sector 2 as well. 11th and 12th are both in. We won't get 11th. We won't get Chu either. So we're going to have way too much fuel now because we're a lap behind the leader. 17th spot is behind us by, what, 5 seconds, so we need to stay ahead of Rogers. Just PB sector 1 again. Can she PB sector 2? Evans is just up into 19th, or still in 19th I should say. He's right in front of Iron, so he needs to let her go. Because she is catching Chu. Come on Evans, let her go mate. Good work. 2 laps to go. Can she get in front of him for 15th? There's no more cars in the pits just yet. She's green sectored the whole last lap. She hasn't this time. She was 9 seconds faster than the car ahead last lap. Hopefully some of these guys will pit. Maybe Dreyfus and Valdez. Also that. They shouldn't, but if they do. No, nobody in the pits. She is not going to catch Chu. She's a little bit slower that lap by I should say. So I'd say we're going to finish in 16th, which isn't too bad. Still pretty happy with that. We still make our target. So we've got 3 laps of excessive fuel. So my calculations may have been a little bit wrong. But also we are a lap down, I think, so... No, don't worry, the race wasn't too bad. Yes, mate, yes, you sucked. So Arbeloa won, Bo Champion 2nd, and then Jar managed to come back into 4th. So they had a decent race, both them guys. So next round is round 3. It's Milan Grand Prix from Italy, so fingers crossed we can have a good result there. A bit better than this time. Not that there's anything wrong with this one. Like Irons did a fairly good job, so definitely not complaining at all. So Eastwood Motorsport got the win, round 2, with Arbella taking the victory. Let's have a look. We did 4 stops. He did 3. Cars up the front did 4 stops, but they ran all softs. So is that what we're going to need to do? We're going to start running softs instead of mediums? Are we losing time like that? Like I just don't know. So we've got a low risk of breaking the rules. So fingers crossed. Oh no! But they found the engine, so that means we've lost the engine, but we'll also get a penalty of 2 spots. So she's dropped down to 18th, which means there goes our bonus as well. So that hasn't worked out very good for us. Oh well, we live and learn. We tried to sneak that part through, but that hasn't worked. So from now on, we won't be doing that because that's 1.5 mil flush down the toilet because that part is gone forever. So she's improved a little bit, plus 3% in a cornering, which is definitely good. We need that to bump up pretty quick. He's improved as well, which is great. Driver morale is 41%, so he's a little bit happy. Chairman's happy with us. Made a little bit of money. Asia Super Pacific Cup, Ricardo Costas won. Guillermo Almeida 2nd, and Laura Ingledew in 3rd. Also, we know this Beauchamp's won. He's got the fastest lap time as well, so he got 22 points instead of 20 this time, overtaking his teammate. So 41 and 39. Amanda Cavalcani 2nd, and Sergio Arbeloa in 3rd. Alright, that's it. So that's episode number 2. That was race 2. Round 2, we should say. Didn't well, it did go according to plan during the race. It wasn't too bad, finishing 16th and 19th with Evans, but because of that motor that we had, which we'll have a quick look, if we go to our fit parts, the part missing. It's here, see, part banned. We can't even use it now. So we're going to have to change these guys' parts over. He's a little bit happier, but yeah, it's just, if you get caught with that part, which unfortunately we did, that means that part's gone forever. So if we go to a design a new motor, we can probably do reliability plus 15, which it doesn't even matter to be honest. So top speed plus 30, or top speed plus 40. Yeah, so plus 5 days to the build, top speed plus 40. Then we can do reliability plus 15 if we like, or we can do another risky engine, which will give us 102 performance points. Which that'll be great for us, but yeah, it's going to be, if we lose that again, it's 1.65 mil gone. If we don't get it, it's gone. But obviously, only 62 there, or 102 if we go for it. So for slot 3, we need to get a test track to be able to get a spot 3, which would be great. You got top speed plus 50, so we can keep building extra things. Obviously, the more you build, it costs you more. But anyway, we'll look at that at episode number 3. So thanks for watching. As usual, like and subscribe. More of these videos coming, and they're going to be coming fast, I hope. And also, put in the comments anything you like, really, which direction I should head with the team. It doesn't matter what the comment is, just if you've got something to say, just say it. I'll definitely listen to them all. I'll definitely reply as quick as I can, and hopefully I'll see you for episode number 3, where we head to Milan Grand Prix in Italy. Hopefully get a better result. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.